guys, so I don't want to have to re-render or edit the video, put the clips together, because as I said in a different video, when I make high quality videos, it's harder for me to render out the videos because the render process is just longer compared to like if it's like an audio podcast style video, or if it's like one of those poor quality Zoom videos, you know. Like those are faster to render for these ones. So if I film on this camera, then it's not gonna have an intro or any of like the little disclaimers. So as you know, like if you want information about like personal readings or custom subliminals, then go check out the description. Everything will always be in the description, okay? So the two cards that came out, it was supposed to be like what's going on or what you should be aware of. And then both of these cards came out together. It was you outsmarted me, and I mean basically it was like you outsmarted me. So basically there's someone who feels like you outsmarted them, and it's because you were able to see right through them. And so I was pretty much getting that this could have been like someone who was like smiling in your face. However, you didn't, like, you were like, I'm not playing those games. Like, I know, why did I get that? And like the, you know, hard stop Lucas, I'm not playing those games. I don't know, but it had to be there. But like, yeah, so I'm getting this person try to come into your life or approach you on some fake crap, and like with a smile on their face, like they're for you. However, you were able to see through it. I see it as this being you, like, girl, what do you want? And then this being the person, like, hey, what's up, friend? You like, girl, get out of my face. You know? That's what I'm getting. But let's see, like, so basically, why were they trying to come to your life? Like, what did they want? What did this person want? Let's just see. What did this person want? I'll take those. I admire you, and they didn't mess with you back then but want you now. So this could be like a past, like this could have been like a past person that didn't want to be cool with you like before. They were only like trying to come towards you because you maybe had like a glow up in some sort of way. You had like a recent glow up, and like they admire you now, like they want to be you. Like let's say before they didn't want to have anything to do with you. They weren't like interested in you, whether it's like, you know, having a friendship or just like being cool with you, because they're like a superficial person. They're like, no, I'm not, why would I be friends with a person like that? But then maybe you started like making business moves, started taking care of yourself like in a different way, like finding what really suits you. And then this person, now they want to approach you because like it's just because like you've made some sort of change in your life and they want to benefit off of that, and you kind of saw through it. You're like, girl, what are you trying to be nice to me? Or boy, what are you trying to be nice to me right now for? You didn't like me before. Why is there a change in energy? And they were hoping that you wouldn't catch on to that or remember that they didn't really mess with you before. So it reminds me of like those people, like let's say in high school, that didn't really like you or didn't want to like talk to you, or like not even only like in romantic type of way, like they didn't want to have anything to do with you, didn't want to be your friend or any of that stuff. But then you graduate, now you're like a successful business owner, or you have like social media clout, and then they're in your DMs like, hey girl, I miss you. Like, what? You're my type. So if this is a guy, or if it's in terms of romance, you've kind of like grown up to be their type now. Or maybe you weren't their type back then, but now you're their type. Like let's say this was someone who only really liked a certain type of like woman, but mainly for as that, well, like let's say he had like a thing for like the baddies or whatever, and you were a baddie. You're more of like the good girl type of aesthetic, you know, successful, responsible type of aesthetic. And this guy, he like spent all these years just like going after that one type, and then basically rejected you because you weren't his type. But like now he's kind of learned his lesson, and he's realizing like, oh wait, like if I want to start a family now, then I have to be with this other type of person. So the baddies aren't my type no more. And now he's like, okay, you know, I let this person go, let me try to come back to them. It's like, no, what do you mean? It don't work like that, honey. So I also saw the "Do you know what I did" card, so these people could have done something to you and they were expecting that you just didn't know about it. I love how this video looks. Like, the coloring is so pretty. I kind of want to edit it because I love the blue light, but I might get an LED light. That would be so pretty. But let's see what else we get. I wish I had your life. It kind of reminds me of like, I want to start a family with the I want to start a family with you card. But yeah, these are like other people that kind of like didn't want to have you in their life. Now they wish that they had your exact life because theirs didn't turn out how planned, and they didn't expect you to become who you are today or as successful. What do you have that I don't? Yeah, this is someone who kind of expected to have the things that you have, and they're just kind of confused because they're like, I thought I was going to be the successful one. I thought I was going to be the influencer because I have this aesthetic or because I have so and so clout. But it's crazy. And then I project heavily onto you. These are people that projected onto you. They thought that you would turn out a certain way, but you just turned out into the person that they thought that they would become. So now they're trying to ride your coattail, whatever that saying is, to make it to the top. I want to emulate you. So now they want to kind of bite off of your style so that they could get the same results as you and hopefully attract the same success and lifestyle that you have. It's kind of like the storyline of like, they didn't message you back then, but they want you now, which is this card. You know, it represents having a glow up, being successful when most people didn't even think that you'd be successful. Yeah, just a whole bunch of people that didn't really mess with you suddenly making U-turns because they see you actually going somewhere or they see you as something that they want. You didn't do anything wrong. These could have been people that kind of try to make it seem like there was something wrong with you. And the truth is, they were just superficial people. Your energy, I love your energy. It's magnetic. These people, they're like in love with your energy and they want to kind of like siphon off of it. So make sure you protect your energy. And I think they want to kind of like, oh, okay, I'll take them all. They want to siphon your energy. I'm not 100% sure how that really works, but I get it as basically them feeding off of who you are. Like, I'm getting destiny swap type of energy, especially since this card came out. So the way they're trying to siphon off your energy is kind of trying to channel who you are or embody you and hope that they get the same results that you got. So then they'll have your life. And I almost say you'll have their life. So yeah, you have haters. These people are haters because they're mad that they didn't know that you were going to be this successful, and then they feel held back in life and they just don't understand how you're prospering, and they didn't think that you'd prosper. They thought that you'd be the one that is like stuck. And then you have people are spreading lies about you, so these people are just like trying to cause chaos and gossip and cause issues and trouble. And I enjoy controlling others. They want to control the situation to make it seem like you're the person in the wrong. It kind of goes back to the "you didn't do anything wrong" card. Let me see if I can locate that one. With the "you didn't do anything wrong" card, they're trying to spin it to make it seem like you're actually the bad person when you didn't do anything at all. And the reason why you're not accepting them into your life is because you don't trust them, rightfully so. And they're just upset because their plan was to come into your life to try to destiny swap and siphon your energy, but you're able to see through them and you outsmarted them. So they were forced to walk away, and now because they feel like they're outsmarted, they can't do anything. They've just kind of become haters. They're just going around trying to spread lies about you so that people could feel bad for them. And yeah, people are noticing your hard work behind the scenes and they're jealous about that. So yeah, they're just these are like people, I'd say like people who like peaked in high school. That's the vibes I'm getting. You could have been like the loner, or maybe the kid that kind of just like, maybe I'd say maybe you got picked on, bullied, you didn't have a lot of friends, or maybe you were like the outcast, or maybe you just were like a nerd. You weren't really a part of like the popular kids or whatever. And as a result, you know, I guess like they kind of assume like, oh, this person's gonna be a nobody, I'm gonna be it, and then they're like, I'm gonna be a star, I'm probably gonna be an influencer, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna be that. But then they graduated and then they realized that real life isn't like high school. It's about who is the most tactical, who is the smartest, who can make the best business moves. And the way this one popped out, your energy is magnetic. It's about the energy that you have as well. And these people, they're just sitting back reminiscing on their glory days, back to when times were simpler because they weren't expected to do as much. Even if it's like a man, like it kind of reminds me of like how some men try to say like, oh yeah, the older a woman gets, the more she expects. And it's like, yeah, like I think that it's just more so they expect relationships to be like how they were when you were in high school. No relationship as an adult is going to be like how it was when you're in high school, because those relationships were just kind of like, oh, I think you're kind of cool, you're kind of cute. Now we're boyfriend and girlfriend. You know, you're not really working towards something. It's just because you're around each other that you just end up kind of dating or whatever. And they're not really, of course, like there were boyfriends that would like, you know, buy their girlfriends things, but you're not obligated as a high school boyfriend to support your girlfriend or be a provider or any of that stuff because you're a child. But once you're an adult, then you're expected to have certain things for yourself. And a lot of these men are like, oh no, you know, I can't provide this or that or whatever. And it's just, and they're like, oh, dating younger women are better, but they just mean children that feel like having a car is like such a great accomplishment in life, and that's just because they probably don't have one. But when a woman has the same things as you, it's not as easy to kind of like control her, you know. So that kind of takes me with the controlling card. Like these men, they're just mad because you're just not giving into it. It's whatever. But yeah.